One of the greatest things we've developed, and one of the things that we've been able to connect agents to, is a product called MemoryGram. What I like about it is that it's one of the best door openers I've ever seen. I have a thing on school called the presentation. And when you go into school and you go to classroom, look at the presentation. I show you how to use Memory Guard, not only for your clients and prospects, but for anything that you're doing. If you're doing a seminar, start with that. If you're doing a webinar, start with that. If you're working with attorneys and you're working with their clients on estate planning, start with that. It's a powerful, powerful, powerful tool that opens the door to many other places you want to go. When you do the presentation on Memory Guard, you're going to have the ability to talk about anything you want after that. Social Security, you can talk about infinite banking. You can talk about, Medicare. It doesn't matter. Once you get that presentation down and once you talk about Memory Guard, you're in a good spot. People say, well, what is it? Well, generally, it's simply put, is that it's a QR code. I like that definition, but it does a lot more than just a QR code. But the QR code is what gets everybody's attention. And that goes on your gravestone or your grandparents or your parents. And when people click that, they get to see your life story. And I show that when I'm doing the presentation. I show different things happening. I have one of my clips where this young girl's getting ready for prom and she looks at her mama and she said, "Mama, if I die, bury me in this dress because Grandpa never saw it." And it's little things like that that are in these little clips that we put out. And I tell a story about our lives and me and Angie's life and what happened with her dad and my dad and those type of things. And that she recorded every single message her father when he was diagnosed with only having about 2 years to live. Every single message he ever left her started with, "Hi, sweetie, this is your dad." Boy, I'd give anything in the world to hear my dad's voice again. I can imagine someday we're going to be walking through the cemetery, maybe burying a loved one or visiting one, and we're going to look at a stone that's going to have a QR code, and we're going to click it, and we're going to get to hear a story. We're going to get to hear information about everybody in that grave, in those graves. Yes? How cool will that day be? My dad had a big kick out of it. When he stayed in Florida, he'd take me to the cemetery. He goes, "You got to come here, man. You got to see this." I go, "Dad, this is kind of morbid." He said, "No, it's funny. It's great. All these things are really inspiring. Wait till you see this." In Florida, where the oldest graveyards were first started, and we went to one and it said, "I told you I was sick." And he laughed. That was one of his favorites. We went to another one. And it was a young soldier of the War of 1812. He was a colonel or a general, something high ranking. But he was 12. See, I can't wait till the day comes. And how cool is it that you're a part of that? That's a part of school. That's a part of your process. That's a part of your presentation from here on out. You think about that.